Shelby and I are out on a walk again. So last week we took a little family getaway to Wisconsin, spent a bunch of time in Door County, and they've got fresh cherries growing out there, and they've got a lot of farmers market type shops. So came back all fired up, ready to get back into the eating rosini. So it's gonna be a big show. Stay tuned. Where are the recipes for sweet rolls and egg bakes and salads made with marshmallows? Let's make some hot dish and learn about canning, and don't forget the pies. That's what we're cooking, the Rosini cookbook with taverns, lefse, and soup. All right, so last week when we were in Door County, we had a rainy day, so we drove up the road and went into this old country store, I guess you'd call it, and they were selling things like jelly and jams and fruit that had been put into funny little jars like that. And they had some cool stuff. They had pickles and they had salsa. They also had like bread mixes, which I was thinking, all right, this is getting pathetic. All we're doing is emphasizing the fact that these people don't have a Rosini cookbook. So I just kept thinking, why don't you people save your time, save your money, get yourself a Rosini cookbook, and you won't have to buy all this crap from some country store that's marking everything up so much. Here's everybody wearing masks. They did a good job, but I mean, little individual pie pieces. I mean, come on, get a Rosini cookbook, people. All right, then I found my way into this back little corner of the store, and there was a window into the kitchen, and oh Lord help us. I mean, look at this. It's a big, huge production kitchen. Again, these people need a Rosini cookbook, because this is just an abomination. So anyway, got home from Door County and charged into the Rosini cookbook, thinking I'm gonna pull out all the stops here. We're gonna be making some pie, we're gonna be making some jam, we're gonna be making some jelly, we're gonna make something kick-ass. And shortly thereafter, I come to find out that my cousin Wendell had gone into hospice, and I don't know Wendell very well. He's closer to my dad's age, but as I was looking through the cookbook, I came upon a recipe by my cousin Julie, which is my cousin Wendell's daughter, one of three kids. So Rick, Julie, Jennifer, and Arlene is his wife, and I couldn't turn down the opportunity to make something that actually was family and not just somebody from Rosini. So here we go with Julie Ackland Cooper's Easy Cheesecake. All right, so here we go. We've got Easy Cheesecake from Julie Ackland Cooper. I've got 1 package of graham crackers. We've got our, what is listed as Oleo, but we're going with the good old-fashioned Blue Bonnet margarine. I have to admit, I was pretty disappointed when I opened the package and it wasn't in foil. I think that's the way I remember it. It's been a long time. We got sugar, we've got cream cheese, and we've got Cool Whip. All right, I've already gotten myself into a little bit of trouble because I'm not a pastry chef, and just looking at the graham crackers, and it says rolled fine. So not really sure what the best technique is on that. So when you're making recipes from the Rosini cookbook, especially something by Julie Ackland Cooper, just remember WWJD, which is what would Julie do? So I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I'm going to take a couple pieces of parchment paper with some graham crackers in between and hit them up with this thing. All right, so I'm working on my filling here, and got the cream cheese in the bowl. We've got Cool Whip. We're going to be doing a half a cup of sugar. As I was putting this together, I was just thinking, there's this market up the street that has this brand of products, Good and Gather. I don't know if you've heard of it, but if you are lucky enough to have one of these markets in your neighborhood, they make a lot of different items. Cheeses, salsa, everything. So Good and Gather, wherever you come from, good stuff. All right, so here's where I got myself into a little bit of trouble. Like I said in an earlier episode, they don't always give you real good directions in this cookbook because they kind of assume that the people that are making these recipes know what they're doing a little bit. So when it comes to making the topping, it just says to mix it and then pour it on the crust. I'm struggling with the wooden spoon, so I decided I'm going to go for the blender that gets used about once a year, or the mixer, sorry, that gets used about once a year, so wish me luck. Okay, back to the crust. So mix and press into 9x9 or 9x11 pan and refrigerate 10 minutes. So got the crust in the fridge here, and I wanted to make sure it was 10 minutes, so I set a timer. My mother-in-law, Marion, she's a heck of a cook, but she doesn't really like to bake, and she always tells me baking is a science, so I'm going to make sure that I'm following my directions to the T. So there's my crust, and I've got my topping, and we're ready to roll here, I think. All right, everybody, we've got Julie's easy cheesecake on everybody's plate, so go ahead and try it, everybody. How was it?
Oofta, that's good.
Oofta, that's good.
Oofta, that's good.
I knew it. Thanks, Julie. All right, so consider this a warning shot, Door County. Next week we're going bigger and better. Maybe not next week, but sometime soon we're going bigger and better. I'm gonna show you guys what this baking thing's all about. So rest in peace, Wendell. Talk to everybody soon.
Memories flood my soul.